Hello folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. Today is Monday, April 14th, and let's find that in my book. April 14th, haha. You have a strong, keen mind, a gentle and kindly disposition, and a good intuitive judgment. You have good and practical ideas. Your love is generous and sometimes extravagant. Aww. So, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, wish them a happy birthday. And update on my cross stitch. I haven't really done much. I just did a few stitches here. That's it. Yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Just a couple of stitches. That was it. I've been more focused on working on this. My little helpers. For those of you who aren't sure, it's this. Little Helpers by Anne Stokes from Diamond Art Club. And it is a 70 centimeter by 99 centimeter square canvas. And I am currently right about here. Yeah, I'm right about here. Because I got that dragon's head done, and I've got that wing done, and that little bit. So yeah, there's two dragons, there's a candle, it says Yuletide blessings up here. There's an angel here, there's a Christmas tree ornament here that looks like a dragon. There's a Christmas tree ornament here. And yeah, I'm working right here. Yeah, this section right here. All this brown right here of the fireplace mantle. Yeah. So, I am, yeah, I've already done a couple of strips of this. I work on like 2-inch wide by 4-inch long strips because I find this to be a very efficient size for me because of my my super sensitive skin. The feel of the drills on my skin, after a while it starts to irritate my skin, and I have issues, and I don't like having issues with my skin. So I avoid anything that will irritate my skin. And yeah, sometimes it just cannot be helped. Like when I'm working at the end of a row and my arm is rubbing against the scalloped edge of the canvas. Yeah, that also irritates my skin, and yeah, it's not fun, not pleasant. It's uncomfortable. I like to work in the center of my light pad as well, and I'm looking at getting a larger light board. This one is a 40 by 50, I think it is, or 40 by 60. Yeah, it's about 40 by 50. No, it's a 30 by 40. Yeah, because it's about 40 centimeters that way, or 40 inches. Oh my goodness. 40 centimeters. It's 40 centimeters long and 30 centimeters wide. Yeah, so I'm looking at getting one size larger for myself. Because it also seems like this light board isn't as bright as it used to be. Could just be my imagination. But I feel the same way about the lights that the lights that I have here as well. They just don't seem to be as bright as they were before, or as bright as they should be, and so yeah, I gotta get new light bulbs anyways. So, I hope everybody is gonna be having a pleasant week. I hope everybody's got good things going for them this week. This is payday week for me. So Wednesday, the day after tomorrow, my daughter Wolfie and I are going to be going to the town next door. Going to borrow my dad's truck and go to the town next door and get some filing done, get her ID done, and get some shopping done. Yay! Lots of fun. I have been getting so many calls this morning from numbers, long distance numbers that I do not know. I do not recognize. There's been several from Ontario, one from Quebec, one from Saskatchewan. So I really don't know. I don't answer numbers that I don't know. Well, most of the time I don't answer numbers that I don't know. Last time I answered a number that I didn't know, it was Amazon claiming that someone made a purchase of an iPhone and AirPods on my Amazon account. And it's like, yeah, nope, didn't do that. So started going through all of that stuff to figure things out. And then they're like, well, what's your postal code? So I actually gave them the last 3 digits of my postal code. I gave the last 3 digits of my postal code from the city that I lived in before I moved here to this little town. When it came to birthday, I gave them, well, the year that I was born, but I gave them my daughter Wolfie's birth date. Yeah, my birthday is in October. Her birthday is in January. Then when they asked for the last 3 digits of my social insurance number, I hung up. Yeah, because I was pretty sure it was a scam, but I just wanted to see. And when they asked for my social insurance number, it's like, yeah, no, they would never ask for that. And so I hung up. I contacted Amazon, and I changed my email. I changed my password with Amazon, with my Amazon account. Yeah. And yeah, I filed a report with Amazon, gave them the phone number, and gave them the information, like, and I said, well, yeah, like, when they asked for my social insurance number, I hung up. And I got an email back from Amazon saying, thank you for letting us know when about this, and they're gonna pursue it. Yeah. So, I don't know, but I am not answering it. I just don't really want to deal with scammers. But I also owe money to collections. And, well, I'm just, after 7 years, they have to wipe your debt clean. Oh, sorry. I'm drinking my coffee. Nice and hot coffee. Yes, unfortunately, I have had to deal with collections several times in the past. Thanks to my ex-husband and to Wolfie's father. Yeah, screwing up my finances. And then also, of course, I will not lie, I've also screwed up my finances as well in the past. I'm trying to straighten my finances out without declaring bankruptcy. And unfortunately, like I can't afford to pay anything on past debts with being on disability. And like especially now, like I'm supporting both Wolfie and myself on my income, and it's like I can't afford it. Cannot really afford it. So I'm doing what I can, and leaving it at that. Yeah, I know money is a touchy subject. I wish I could touch it more. Yeah. I wish we all could touch it more. But it is what it is. One of these days. That's why Wolfie and I are working on the filing the paperwork and whatnot. Oh, I need this one. I need this symbol here is right here. Yeah. So yeah, and like we don't know, like she has she has a bunch of stuff still, like the majority of her stuff is still in Alberta. And yeah, that stuff's gonna be brought, hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, next month. It was gonna be this month, but they are not able to take the time off from work long enough to be able to come out here to bring her stuff. So we gotta wait until next month when they'll have enough free time to be able to do it. In the meantime, I'm sharing my clothing with her. So yeah, we're doing laundry a lot more often. And yeah, going through doing dishes more because of having to feed 2 people. And yeah, but we're hanging in there. We're doing pretty good. She's being very, very helpful. She's always been very mature for her age, and very helpful. She gets along, like when she was growing up, she did have friends around her own age, but there were times when she preferred the company of adults over other kids her age, especially when she was going to school at the Christian school. I was the librarian at the Christian school, and she, during recess and during lunch, quite often she'd come and sit in the library with me and hang out with me. And sometimes I'd sit outside during lunch and she'd sit with me on the steps while the other kids were playing. And yeah, she's always been a mama's girl. Yeah, but that's also because her father was never in the picture when she was growing up. And she used to talk about like, she'd ask me about her father, and I never said anything bad about him, because, well, he had a very bad reputation in our hometown. Not his hometown, but the hometown, like my hometown. It's the town where I was born and raised, and it's also the town where Wolfie was born and raised. But yeah, he lived there off and on for years. It's where we met and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I never. He had a terrible reputation in that town. And a lot of it is because of his upbringing and because of people just not knowing the truth about him and not understanding. And just, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so he was never in her life when she was growing up. But he came into her life when after she was, what, like 17 or 18, I can't remember which. Yeah, 17. And he did get to see her graduate from high school. He did get to they did spend time together when she was 17 and when she was 18. And that was before he and I actually got back together and got a place together. And she would come and visit once in a while, and they'd hang out and talk, and she'd show off her pictures that her drawings, and depending on how much time she was able to visit, they would even play video games. She would show him some stuff on video games, and like if she stayed for a couple of days, well, then that was awesome because they played video games the whole time she was visiting. And yeah, and they'd hang out, just the two of them would hang out, and like I was left to my own devices, which was fine. I didn't mind. Because it meant it was bringing the two of them together, father and daughter. But after a while, we started having issues. Because yeah, she would come and spend if she stayed longer than a couple of days, then she would she had her own room, and she would go into her room, and like she'd pull out her laptop and she'd be gaming on her laptop with friends, or she'd be gaming on the Xbox, on her Xbox with friends, and not hang out with her father as much. And it was that's just because she's the type of person, that's just the type of person she is. She can only handle so much time with other people, around other people. She's more comfortable with people online, except for me. And she's the same way with my dad and my bonus mom. She's the same way with them. And I understand, because it's how I am. I can only handle so much of being around other people as well, but also depending on who it is. Like I could spend, like she and I, like we could, like here, she spends the majority of her time, she's in the bedroom doing her own thing with on the Xbox and on her phone. And if she had a laptop, she'd be on that thing as well. But and I'm in here on my phone with you guys, or just on my phone watching YouTube videos while diamond painting, and periodically cross stitching, and sometimes even crocheting. Yeah, it's just, and then every so often she'll come in here and she'll hang out, or I'll holler at her to come in here and talk, and we'll talk for a bit. I'll pause whatever I'm doing and we'll talk, and yeah, because we are two separate individuals that live under the same roof together, and we both have our own lives and we do our own things, and it was just something that he had difficulty understanding. And well, he was kind of the same way. He was that way a bit with me. He was always wanting me to play video games with him, and it's like, well, okay, I can either sit on my butt and play video games for 10 hours and not get anything else done, or I can get a whole bunch of stuff done and not sit on my ass in front of a TV for 10 hours. And it's like, yeah, I just, because of the amount of time that man would spend playing video games, it made me want to play video games less and less, because he spent way too much time, too much energy focused on playing video games and interacting with people that online. And that's just, well, I do, okay, I will be honest, I do something similar, because like I sit on my butt for like hours and hours on end diamond painting and interacting with people online, you guys. But I also periodically get up and do stuff around here as well, and like dishes, coffee, laundry, cooking, showering, draining the tanks, yeah, there's always something that's got to get done, and I make sure that the stuff gets done. It doesn't always get done like right away. Like right now, like I got off, I was on Lorna's live stream with her, and then when she ended her live stream, I got up and did some dishes, and the air fryer is still soaking, but I got everything done but the air fryer, because of my back. My back was starting to hurt, and so I made myself a cup of coffee, and now I'm working on this, and it's like, ooh, I should do a video, because I haven't done one yet today. I gotta try and remember. I really gotta focus on doing a video every day for you guys, so you guys get to hear my lovely voice every day, get to see my pretty fingernails, my pretty painted nails every day. Yeah, it's just, there are days when I just don't know what to talk about. Well, that's actually most days. I just don't know what to talk about, because I just don't get out much. Now, on a day when I've been out and about, or I'm gonna go out and about, I talk about what I'm gonna be doing or what I did, and if I went shopping, I shared my goodies. Oh my goodness, can you believe? Okay, so I did my most recent short video was of my can opener, my new can opener from Temu. The last time I checked, 1,751 views of my can opener doing the jiggle, jiggle, wiggle, wiggle while it spins. Yeah. Wolfie used the can opener yesterday. She made dinner for the two of us last night. Well, it was, kind of early. I went to bed sometime after 7, but I didn't get to sleep until almost midnight. Laying in there reading and then playing some games and then some more reading. And then Wolfie's like, I need an eraser. And it's like, oh crap, where did I put my eraser? And so I got up, go hunting, searching here and there and high and low, and well, first low and then high. Was checking the cupboards, the bottom cupboards at the back of the fifth wheel, and then I was checking the cupboards up top and of the slide out, and yeah, found him. I found it. Found an eraser, and I told her there's another eraser in here. It'll take her a while to go through an eraser the eraser that I gave her. But yeah, she decided to do some drawing in her sketchbook last night. So while she was doing that, by the light of her video game Warframe on the TV, I went back to reading until I felt that I was tired enough to try and get some sleep. And then it's like, well, because of how late it is, am I going to be up at a decent time, or am I gonna sleep in? Well, I was up before 8, so that was nice. And I am done with this color. Nice. So, oh crap, I just remembered. Anyways, I just remembered I gotta, as soon as I'm done this video, I'm gonna pull the slow cooker out to make dinner. It's gonna be pork chops and carrots and potatoes and an onion. Wolfie's like, oh, can you just do half an onion? I'm like, oh, you don't like onions? Not really. Oh, that's okay. she can just pick out the onions and not eat it. Put it on my plate. I'll eat them. I don't like raw onions. I'll eat onions if they're cooked, but not raw. Not raw. No, no, no. I do not like raw onions. It's just, eh. But I love sauteed onions. Ooh, sauteed onions. Ooh. I think on payday we should get some hamburger patties and some hamburger buns. Make some burgers. Buy a tomato. Well, we've got a couple of tomatoes in the fridge. I'll see if they're still any good. Buy a little bit of lettuce or something, and yeah. Make some burgers for dinner. Haven't had homemade burgers in a while. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. We got this one. Oh, yeah. Because there's so much color blocking, I'm going to have this section done in no time. Yeah. And if you're wondering why I closely scrutinize the drills like this, I'm looking to see if there's any little, like there's a little tiny hole on this drill. And this is an older canvas, and yeah, there's lots of little tiny holes in drills, so lots of trashy drills. So yeah, I closely look them over. And even with doing this, I don't always catch them all. I don't always catch them all. But oh, there's Ontario again. I'm not answering any phone calls from phone numbers from other provinces. I'm even hesitant to answer phone calls from phone numbers from this province unless I actually recognize the phone number. But like, I do know some people in Ontario, but none of them have my phone number. So none of them are about to call me. I do know some people in Saskatchewan, but none of them know my phone number. They are family members. But yeah, they're relatives, and no, they don't have my phone number. And yeah. And I do not know anybody in Quebec, so I'm definitely not answering any phone calls from Quebec. Yeah. So, I am not answering any calls from anybody I don't know. Another one from Ontario. I'm not answering, so forget it. It would be different if they sent me a text message. If they sent me a text message, well, I would read the text message. If they left a voicemail message, I would listen to the voicemail message. But none of them are leaving a voicemail message, which is actually quite odd. Yeah, quite odd indeed. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should check my Facebook account and see, because I might have my phone number on there. And, well, yeah, gonna have to do something about that. Although, like I said, I don't answer phone calls if I don't know the number. Yeah, so there. Can keep calling, but I ain't answering. And if they keep it up, I'm most likely gonna start hitting block, 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 block. Yeah, maybe I should just start doing that. Block this number. I don't want to hear it. I don't want them calling me, because don't know you. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that in the past, and then they just call from a different number. And then I block that number, and then they call from a different number. And I block that number, and I call from another number, and I block that number. And yeah, they've even called, like, I've had some collection agencies call my dad, and my dad would give them my number, and then they would call me, and I'd block them. And I'd tell my dad, just don't answer it. If you don't know the number, if you don't recognize the number, if you don't know them, don't answer it. Yeah. Because, yeah, they'll keep calling you, and as long as you keep answering, they're gonna keep your file open. If you don't answer, after a while, they stop trying to contact you, and then after 7 years after the last time you have had any contact with them, you have to wipe your debt clean. Yeah. And it's because of this that I don't have a credit card. I can't get a credit card because my credit rating sucks. Because it was too easy for me to just say, sure, I'll buy you that. Sure, I'll get you that. Sure, yeah, we could use that. Whenever my ex would be like, oh, we should get this, so we need that. It's like, okay, fine. And then when it came to paying off the credit cards, oh, we can't afford it, so just give them this much. Well, that doesn't even cover the interest. Yeah, we'll get it next time. Oh, we'll just skip it, just stop paying it. Oh, yeah. So yeah, he's got terrible credit, and I've got terrible credit because of that. That's how we almost lost our stuff in storage, too. Oh, we'll just pay extra next month. All right. Yeah. And it's like, I'm the one making all the sacrifices here. Okay, well, I'll just, like, I quit doing this, I quit doing that, just so that we can afford his stuff. Yeah. One of the reasons I quit smoking was because, well, we couldn't afford for both of us to be smoking. Especially when he stopped rolling his own cigarettes and went to TaylorMade cigarettes. So, yeah. I used to love going out for coffee. Even if it was just by myself, go and sit in a restaurant and read a book and drink coffee or drink a Coke. I could do that for hours. Or go and hang out with friends for a couple hours and have a Coke with them or a coffee with them. I used to love doing that too. But being with him, couldn't do it. Nope. Because he kept accusing me of wanting to hook up with one of my exes or with a guy friend, because most of my friends are guys. Well, no, not interested in hooking up with them, even if they are an ex, because I'm with you. I just like to get out of the house once in a while, hang out with other people, not at home. Like joking around with other people, and that was something else. I was not allowed to joke around with people the way that I like to. The way normal, healthy adults do. Joking around about anything and everything, right? No, not him. Couldn't do that. Couldn't have like a normal conversation, like, you know, jokey, flirty, dirty, somewhat dirty talk conversation. No, hell no. He'd get his panties in a bunch. Oh yeah, he used to like, there were times with our landlord, like I'd take the landlord would need to go somewhere and I would take him there because it was quicker than like him walking. And we'd joke around, and it's like some of the stuff, like he liked talking about yeah, he would talk about his sex life or something sexual, and my ex, Wolfie's father, would think that, oh, we're talking about, like, can't talk about sex with someone else's spouse. Like, he was, so Jag, my ex, he was okay with that kind of talk, as long as he was there as well. So like the landlord and we weren't allowed to have a conversation about that kind of stuff just between the two of us. Not at all. Because Jag would assume that that things were gonna go like lead to one thing would lead to another, and we'd end up sleeping together. And it's like, no, ew. And the biggest reason why Jag always assumes that was because the majority of his exes cheated on him. And he would even say to me, like, I'd leave to take off to go somewhere to do something, and he'd be like, well, if you cheat, don't bother coming back. If you sleep with somebody else, don't bother coming back. And it's like, seriously, like, if you're gonna say that, well, then what's the point in me even going out anywhere? Like, I couldn't even go and have a drink with a female friend because he'd assume that I'm going to cheat on him with that person too. Or I'm going to meet up with a guy and she's going to help lie to him. What? Wood Shavings, Ontario? Yeah, Wood Shavings Ontario Inc. Okay, no, what the heck? I really don't know what's going on with all these phone calls today. Why today, of all things? It's been like, I swear, it's like about a dozen calls now. It's crazy. But anyways, I think I'm going to Google some of these phone numbers and see what's going on. Yeah. But anyways, on that note, I'm going to go and get started on dinner. Because slow cooking, so it's going to take a few hours for dinner to cook. But so I got to get it started at least. And I guess that's the end, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!